What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again today. Another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. And today I'm going to be talking about Galaxy S23 Ultra versus S24 Ultra. And let's just kind of compare and see if you're thinking about upgrading, is it the right thing to do? We know all the specs of the S24 Ultra now. We have very official leaks of the actual specs page from EV who's never wrong. So we know what we're getting. The event's a couple weeks away, but I want to try to help you guys decide, should you pre-order or not? If you are going to pre-order after watching the video, if you're in the United States, you get a free mystery box from us here. We send out a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand. Put in your email address, first name, last name. The link is in the description. We cover all the shipping costs. We cover all the product costs. All you have to do to get the mystery box is to use our affiliate link at the time of your purchase. There will be information coming to your inbox if you sign up for the mystery box list in the next week, telling you guys how that's going to work. I'll send out the links on launch day. You'll confirm your order, choose your case color, and we'll ship them in early February. So if you're interested, check out that link below. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I went through the specs page the other day. In fact, I made a video where I talked about some of the disappointments. Let's just talk about what's going to be different between this phone, the S23 Ultra, and the S24 Ultra. So first of all, we got some new colors. I know that sounds like not a big deal, but every year people are talking about the new iPhone color. That might be new, interesting to some people. One thing is this green color I have doesn't seem to be coming back, but there is a yellowish gold color that'll be coming. So if you like something that's in the yellowish green kind of category, maybe you'll like the one that looks like it's closer to a yellow kind of gold, like a marigold color. That one looks pretty interesting. Also, the true titanium color looks interesting. I'm not sure which one I'll get. Let me know which ones you guys are thinking about below. We're also going to have, in terms of build quality changes, titanium instead of having, aluminum or whatever they call it, armor, aluminum, armored shield. I don't know. They have some sort of branding name for it, for the railing that they have here on the phone, on the outside. But they have some fancy Samsung branding, but now it's going to be titanium. So I have brushed titanium look. All of them are going to have brushed titanium, all the different colors. It'll just depend on what color you get as to what color the titanium brush finish looks like, but you are going to have a titanium look on there. And I think that's nice. It does make the phone slightly lighter on the iPhone, but I don't know if that's going to be the case with the Samsung phone, not substantially anyway. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of people have said the titanium alloy they're using is actually not going to reduce the weight, so that may not be a selling point. Looks like we're going to have much bigger camera rings. I actually saw a post, let me show it really quickly, that I bookmarked over on Twitter with the new Galaxy S24 Ultra cases. It's going to scroll through. By the way, there's that gold color that I mentioned before right there. So if you like the yellowish kind of color, there's a yellow gold. But down here, the official case, actual Samsung cases were leaked. And you can see here, if you zoom in, you've got really large camera rings. Now, one thing that's interesting to me is that this case color looks a lot closer to the color on my S23 Ultra here on the back. You guys can see it right there. So I wonder if they might have a color like this one that's a Samsung.com exclusive again. That very well could happen and would be interesting, especially since it's kind of close to the yellowish gold that they're offering in the standard lineup. But it looks like we're gonna have larger camera rings, which also means different camera sensors. And that's actually one of the other changes that I want to talk about. We're going to be losing the 10 times optical zoom. I talked about this in another video. It's kind of disappointing. Right now we have 10 times optical zoom inside the Galaxy S23 Ultra. It's actually one of my favorite features, and it's one that I use a lot with kids. If you have kids or pets, it's something that you're probably going to use quite a bit. Now you're going to have 1, 2, and 5, or 1, 3, and 5. I think 1, 2, and 5. The 3 is added through Camera Assistant, which you'll still be able to do. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, and 5 instead of 1, 2, 3, and 10. But they're still going to keep 10 there, but it's not going to be a true optical zoom. It's going to be a digital zoom. So in my opinion, that's actually a downgrade, even though Samsung might have some computational photography features that allow you to get pretty good 10x zoom in the digital camp. It's still not going to be as nice as having that optical zoom. And I'm actually pretty bummed out about losing that particular feature. Now, going back to the display, we're no longer going to have the curve here around the edge. It's going to be a flat display. That's really a personal preference thing as to whether or not you think that's an upgrade or a downgrade. If you like the curved screen, you're probably going to miss it if you like flat screens, and this is obviously going to be a huge win for you. I personally prefer the flat screen, so I'm looking forward to it, but it looks like Samsung still kept these very sharp corners around the bottom edges, so using this without a case is still not going to be a pleasurable experience, which is something I wish they would stop doing. The iPhone is a lot easier to hold in the hand with the titanium and the nice rounded smooth corners that fit nicely in the hand. Of course, we're going to have an updated processor in the phone, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which will certainly be very fast, top of the line. So, I mean, is the real performance change that big in terms of gaming or anything? Probably not, as is usually the case, the past 5 years or so. Well, I don't know, the last 2 years or so. Battery is the same size. Charging pretty much looks like it's going to be around the same speed. Same IP rating, no big changes there. Most of the other changes that we're going to see are really going to be software related. So all these AI capabilities, like being able to, get generative AI features on your keyboard, or, having the ability to do that with your photos. Some of the things we've seen with like different weather scenes you can display on your lock screen. All these features, which could be exclusive to the S24 Ultra at that time, may be the main selling point to decide, do you want to upgrade from the S23 Ultra to the S24 Ultra, and whether or not Samsung keeps those behind that exclusive, S24 Ultra flagship line and doesn't bring it to last year's design. I kind of think that would be a shame, but it could happen. Anyway, these are my thoughts. Of course, you're still going to get the S Pen. Most people are probably going to say, if you're an average consumer, S23 Ultra, S24 Ultra, don't upgrade. If you're an enthusiast, of course, you're going to do it anyway, but it's kind of hard to justify. I'd say those of you coming from the S22 Ultra, is going to be a bigger jump. Of course, we really have to see how much improved the camera is. The computational photography could be huge, and see how much that improvement really matters at the end of the day. But a lot of these other things are going to be under the hood software, so we'll be able to compare these kind of one for one once the phone comes out. And of course, I'll have tons of that on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. Anyway, if you guys are ordering, check out the link below for the mystery boxes. Sign up if you're in the US, email address, first name, last name, so you can get that free case, cleaning kit, etc. Appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.